Well folks, I shouldn't have gone in there. Overspent again. I'm gonna have to get some guitar lessons and get some money. But I couldn't resist it, I had to have it. Just got myself an Edinburgh overcoat. Reduced from about 200 quid down to 75, and I just found one, and it's just so fucking nice and comfortable, so I had to have it. I'm going to try and get the crock pot now, cheapest one I can get. But you see that coat? I want to get a few years out of that. Plus the fact that my age, it'll be handy for the odd funeral. You have to be realistic about these things. I'm going to walk a bit. I've got to walk up all these fucking stairs now to get to Lakeland. There's an escalator working, thank God for that. Only man on the escalator. Not no more. Right. I remember I used to walk dead fast like that. Everything's changed so much. Look at these places. Here we are. Lakeland. Right. Then you do one and it's like a crock pot, and I've already got a crock pot. Just want something fucking simple, really, like. I can tell it's Valentine's Day soon. Look at this. Right, on my way up the station, I'm just going to have a look. Yeah, I got to see if they've got a cheap one. Good to go, as they say. Well, I'm going to have a special cigarette now while I'm outdoors. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, feeling groovy and chilled out after my special cigarette. And now I'm going to buy some patchouli oil. So I'm coming out of Liverpool one. That's Liverpool one. Going this way. Street sweepers in the 70s. I wanted to buy a piano of some woman who lived in our block, so I took a job as a street sweeper, and it just suited me being on my own doing that. I didn't feel it was a lowly job being a street sweeper. I thought it was fucking groovy. There we are. Right, got my patchouli oil. Now, I'm heading up the Argos before I go to the station. Might see that guy busking again. Tell you what, it'd be amazing if he's busking in this. I used to busk in the rain and the snow though. And I'm fucking nuts. Anyway, this street sweeper thing I was telling you about, I became a street sweeper. And like everything I do it my own way really, like. So, because I wouldn't toe the line the way they liked it, me being an individualist like, and a stuckist, they call them beats. That's like a policeman walks a beat. You have a beat, say, in the area of streets and that. And I was in the south end of the city, which at that time, you know, you could get fucking killed down there. But me being the way I am, it didn't bother me. So as punishment, I was put on this beat, which included all the illegal drinking clubs and all that in the black area. Jesus, my hands are freezing. Which I took with great relish. Made loads of friends. Anyway, what comes to mind is I used to do this street, and I liked the street. So one day when I was in my dinner hour, I went back to the yard. Used to have to do like a bit of weeding and that now and again. So I said, have you got like a hoe, is it? I think that's called a hoe, for doing weeding. He said, what for? I said, I want to do a bit of weeding. Now, it was notorious for nobody doing any work. There's a guy now here, look, see, here's one of them. That's one. So it was notorious for doing no work. I forgot to tell you, leading up to this, I was in like a gang of 4 of us. What they used to do was just go down an entry. You had 6 bins on a thing called a shaper truck, and you used to fill the bins, and then you just go and hide and fuck off somewhere, and I'll go to the pub or whatever. Of course, I didn't like this. So one day I was working, and they said, where are you going? I said, I'm not going. He said, you've got to go. We've all got to go. When the ganger comes around, if he sees any of us, he'll get us into trouble. Like I said, well, I'm not going, I'm working. He said, you what? I said, I'm going to do the job, leave me alone. So they nicknamed me Serpico. He really did. Anyway, it's because of that, that's how I got pushed onto the beat on my own. And I fucking loved it. I can hear that guy on his corner. And I loved it. Being into the Mississippi Delta Blues, I had no problems up there, mate. So what I did, I started weeding the street. Some of the people used to come out and go, very surprised that I was working. Anyway, made the street lovely, it was great. It was my little life's work. I used to have a cup of tea with this Arab guy who had like a little backstreet garage. We used to sit there contemplating the universe. And this guy, I was only about 17, 18. This guy was well into his 70s. And he taught me so much about the universe, just sitting there with him. And see, that's what life's about to me. That's what it was about. He had a great hand in making me what I am, actually.
Today,
What's that, mate?
what are you taking pictures of today? Anything good?
You?
Me? Fair enough. Any reason?
Introduce yourself, mate.
I'm not allowed to be photographed in the charity gear.
Okay. What is it you do?
I'm Nick. I'm a fundraiser for Care International.
Yeah.
What Care International does is we help the developing world, but by giving them the skills and the education to solve their own problems. So by actually, instead of digging a well somewhere that's gonna last like a couple of years at most, we'll teach people to dig their own wells, and then that way, once it's dug, they never need that kind of help again. And as well as that, you've got the knock-on benefit that instead of people feeling that they need help from other countries to support themselves, they get the self-respect, the dignity, the sense of self-worth.
But the problem is, mate, they'll never be allowed to develop, because that's not how the world works. Do you know that for a fact? Do you know that they're not allowed to develop?
In what way?
Because the order of the world won't let them develop. All them countries have already been raped and pillaged.
They have, man.
They're all owned by the same people.
Yeah.
And what they're known as, if you look, it's a terrible term, but they're known as useless eaters. Right? These people who run the world and believe for hundreds and hundreds of years that the world can only be sustainable with 500 million people on it.
Yeah.
But the problem is, there's 7 billion. Now, if you want to know why you won't be able to help them, have you ever heard of Agenda 21?
I've heard of the name.
Right. Well, Agenda 21 is the UN's mandate for looking after the world, supposedly. Right? Sustainability.
Yeah.
But in fact, what it is the common thing that it's going to be the world. And there's a set of things that aren't sustainable in that. And they're included in it, and so are me and you.
Yeah.
And it got implemented in 1992 in Brazil, but they never told anyone. It's been going on since 1992. Look it up.
Yeah.
Look up Sustainability Agenda 21. When you read exactly where we are, you'll realise that it's pointless. It really is pointless.
Fair enough.
And I'd like to change that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, countries can't change it. 171, I think, countries signed up for it. And it's also locally in towns, this town, every town in the world.
Yeah.
And you can see the effects of it all around you, what's happening. And unfortunately, it's a terrible thing, but you won't save them, no matter what you do. And these people are fucking evil.
Yeah.
You know, I'm totally against it.
Yeah, man.
But I've been studying it for years. And if you check Agenda 21, you'll see that it is the law.
I'll look into it.
It's been the law since 1992.
Yeah.
And some of the things that aren't sustainable, the mundane things, pavements aren't sustainable. That's why no one comes out and fixes them anymore.
Yeah.
And your carbon footprint and all that, which is complete bollocks, because the world gets hot and cold all the time. It's a money spinning idea. It's to tax the poor, take everything away from them. And when you read the rules in Agenda 21, you realise just how dark it is.
I'll look into
like
it.
Modern views on religion won't be allowed. Sovereignty isn't allowed. That's why Iraq, Iran, all them countries are in revolution, because they're taking the sovereignty away. The UN is the killing tool of one world government, and it all culminates in them laws. And when you read them laws, in one world government, one religion, one army.
I'll look into it.
And that has been happening for 180 years, and it's almost done now.
Fair enough.
I kid you not.
I'll check it out, dude.
You check that out, mate. Well, that's him fucking shut up, innit? Well, the guy was there. Look at that guy with the umbrella. Backpack on his back. That's the guy I just told. Now, I could hear the corner player. He must have given up, and I don't blame him. I was going to interview him, but he's gone. Right. Got me rice cooker. It was only 12 quid, so I've done well there. I was going to say there, after getting that overcoat and spending that money, I'll be staying in all next week. But I haven't been out for fucking 14 years, so it makes no difference. I mean socially, you know. I just better stop filming here because these have got me well covered now. Oops.
Have your attention please, passengers are advised to take care boarding and alighting from train as platforms and footplates might become slippery. Thank you.
Good advice there from British Rail.
The next station is St. Michael's.
St. Michael's, that's what we want. St. Michael's. This off while I get ready to get off. Doesn't it look fantastic in the snow? Well, it's sleep really. People must watch me all the while on the train and think he's a fucking weirdo, but I'm not. What am I? Do you know what I'm thinking of getting a bike again? Just to get round on when the weather's a little bit nicer. Try and keep me fit, see if I can do it with a bike. Isn't that just a beautiful shot? Look at that. See, I wanted to get a little bike. I have got one of those folding bikes, but like everything else, I lost it. It's up in the other house, and it was handy. It would have been handy for getting around the streets on. But when I was over there, she taught me out of getting a bike because she just taught Lycra and all that shit. And because she got into my head, I was thinking she's right. But you know what? She was fucking wrong. I might have to get a bike. Look for something on. Old. Not an expensive. So what I'll try and do is make some new lessons, put them up on YouTube in the hope people will buy and support, and that would then get me a cheap bike to get round on. There we go, let's get in here. Have a look at this before I walk down. Isn't that nice? I like that. There we go. Fall. Struggling in the sleet, the rain and the snow. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my little excursion this morning. And I realised that it's very difficult to buy a book on rice that hasn't got just the usual, you know, rice with cucumbers, all that shit. Want something that does something nice and interesting. So probably, like everybody else, what I'm going to probably have to do now is just go on YouTube like the rest of the world and see who's cooking what. That's what I'll have to do. Give up now. I don't know why I haven't put my gloves on. I've got a really nice pair of leather gloves that I bought a couple of years ago in my bag here. I don't know why I never put them on. I think we'll do the unboxing of the rice cooker when I get in. I think I'll do one of them videos that you always see on YouTube, the way they unbox. I'll give it my own take, I think. Well, I've had a good few days of trying to walk, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I can't get rid of this fucking head cold, whatever it is. I'm getting there, I'm doing the right things. Well, I'm not really, not with a special cigarette in my hand. But I'm having a go. This is just great. I swallowed snow. Oh, I swallowed snow there. It's kicked me off. Yeah, that rice cooker shaking, hope it's not fucking broken, but it's just rice cooker, by the way, it's not a handsome thing, definitely not. I don't like the colour of it or nothing, but if it works, according to the reviews on there, if it's the same one, I think, it works. I'll take a picture of that. Make sure it's there. I'm not dreaming. Well, I know I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Please give us some feedback on what you think I'm doing here. If you can work it out, because I can't. Let me know how you think it's going. At some point I will get round to answering some of the comments, and I get quite a few messages and emails from people, and The majority of them are positive. Get the odd fucking room, like, but, you know, if you're gonna act like me, you do attract me, so that's all I can say, really. But that doesn't bother me. It doesn't faze me at all. I like the challenge. It doesn't bother me in any way possible. Well, I'm gonna switch off then. There's fucking scaffold and everything all over the building. Get across the building. Yeah. I love that on that side. Little 20 mile an hour, little turtle. See? It's lovely. My hands are fucking blue now, look at this. Fucking freeze. Look at that. Let's see if we can get in here now. I've managed it without falling so far, let's see what happens. Oh my god, you can't move. Fuck, I don't want to go out with my fucking car. Suspended ceilings, they've ripped fucking everything out. Mind you know, they're making my life better, easier. So I've got no complaints really. There they are, all on the floor there doing something. Always cleaning them up as he goes. Very nice. So, see you later.